Alright, back for round 3. We won the die roll again, lucky us. We're up against Slagle 79. Oh, this hand is awesome. Blade cover scout. Oh boy, do I want to go to 5? What would have to happen for this hand to be good? 2 white mana cards. Right now I can only play an elf. 1 elf. So I'll mulligan. And I'll mulligan. Wow. This was terrible. I will keep the 4 cards with no land. I can't really go to 3, and if I draw a forest, I have to get 2 forest draws in a row. This was terrible right there. When you play Pauper, a lot of Pauper decks play 17 lands, and it's going to happen every now and then. So we're up against Affinity. We at least have a fairly decent sideboard against Affinity, but we're clearly going to lose this game. Or at least I'd say our chance of victory here is under 5%. Yeah, in order to have any chance, we'd have to draw pretty much forest. Our opponent's also on 1 land, we're on 0. Wow. Hopefully we'll draw our land so we can play Magic the Gathering. Frogmite. Frogmite. Unbelievable. So he has 6 damage a turn on the clock right there. And I will scoop him up. This was amazing. Oh my good lord. Nope. Alright, so the 10th card was going to be our first land that time, and we had to move 4. Gleeful Sabotage. Gleeful Sabotage. And the question is, do we want to bring in Tangle? Is it worth bringing in Tangle? At least our opponent has no idea what we were playing. Probably because we weren't really actually playing. So, if I'm bringing in Gleeful Sabotage, what can I take out? I think I can take out Rainpour. Now we're at 60. We're going to be on the play. What do I think about taking out another card for Tangle? I don't want to bring in Tangle. I feel that if we're on the play, we need to be the aggressor. We can play Magic the Gathering. Bad thing about this hand is it just puts out 1/1s. But at least it puts out 1/1. So should I go Blossoming Sands or Forest Elf or Bolga? I will bring out an Elf here, just to put our opponent on a 20-turn clock. Alright, so this should set up nicely for us to play Armadillo Cloak next turn. It is possible that our opponent looked up the decks that I typically play and did in fact sideboard in for Hexproof. Looks like our opponent's clock is still ticking. I know when the client freezes, that's what you look for, is to see if the clock is still ticking. Right, we already have a white Monosaur, so I can pick green on this, and that's fine. I think I will. Swing for one. Two mana makes an elf. This is a 2/2 right now. So we will have a 3/3. Alright, now I'm thinking I want to bring out the Ledgewalker and put Rancor on the Ledgewalker just because he can't block that. He's most likely gonna be able to turn on Metalcraft. I would be shocked if he can't turn on Metalcraft here. Maybe he just, alright, Metalcraft is on, he's a 4/4. He plays another one, now he's 2 4/4s. Ethereal Armor is our best draw now. He'll swing for 4, and he'll hold. Oh, I am very surprised he did not attack there. And I want to play Abundant Growth to get a draw to see if we can draw Ethereal Armor. Well, even if we can draw Ethereal Armor, yeah, we can attack into what he has. If we don't, we have a 4 out of 50 chance of drawing it, but a 1 out of 12. 12.5 maybe. Alright, so now I will just play out the Ledgewalker. So we can Rancor the Ledgewalker up next turn and begin swinging for 3. Unless we draw Ethereal Armor. Maybe even Gleeful Sabotage. Galvanic Blast us down to 20. Well, we do have a good amount of draws in our deck that can go on this Gladecover Scout here. Forest was not the draw we were looking for, but we get another draw here. That's what I was looking for. Ethereal Armor probably is going to be a good game unless our opponent has enchantment removal, which I would not be surprised nowadays if he was running the Serene Heart. Our opponent has 4 cards in hand and 4 mana up. And he hasn't been attacking with 2 4/4s. If he has the Serene Heart, he's just gonna blow me out right here and get a 4/1. Oh no, even better, we'll take out the Orzhov, take out the Token Scroll up here. Or else 5. Alright, he does not. So we are going to win this game. And we will go on to game 3 and get to play Magic. Alright, another Galvanic Blast brings us to 27. So he's at 4. He could still have some Destroy All enchantments. I mean, Heart Spell, but he draws his last card and concedes. I'm saying that ahead of time. Let's see. Blue, gonna Thought Cast, but 2 more cards. 5 cards in hand. I'm expecting a concession, but none of that does anything. So there's the concession. So we actually got to cast spells on that game, and we won by doing our normal thing. No Gleeful Sabotage. So we had 2 Gleeful Sabotage that we sided in. So not a very high chance of getting it, but still, if we do, and we managed to take out 2 lands pretty early in the game, that would be fairly decent blowout. So what cards do we need to play around? Potentially the Serene Heart and Electrickery, and then there's also the Goblin that you can sacrifice an artifact to do 1 damage to all creatures without flying. I think it's Karkar Shaman. Alright, let's see what we get for a hand. Well, we get 500 to pop up, and that's nice. Well, this looks like a fairly decent hand. The only problem is we know our opponent runs Galvanic Blast. So Galvanic Blast could easily take out the Aura Gnarlid. But we can get the Aura Gnarlid down fairly quickly. And our opponent might not have red mana. By now it will come down as a 3/3. And our opponent does have red mana. This means we might want to wait. Thoughtcast as well. So our opponent, I'm going to assume that our opponent has a Galvanic Blast in hand. And because of that, I am going to commune with the gods. So I'm going to click it a couple times. Alright, so I can either go for a Slippery Bogle or a Utopia Sprawl. If I go for the Utopia Sprawl, the Aura Gnarlid still comes out as a 4/4. If I go for the Bogle, I can play him now and start enchanting him and get him big enough to go through the Frog Knight. The Aura Gnarlid, yeah, I'm going to go for the Bogle. Now I could just get hit with Electrickery here. I think the Bogle's safer that when we are playing a Hexproof deck. He appears to be keeping Electrickery mana open, which I'm not a big fan of that. Five cards in hand with he would definitely have something else to play. Hopefully we draw a land so I can cast Rancor on the Bogle. Then if he Electricries, I can also play the Gnarlid, and then he would also have to have the Galvanic Blast. Alright, Utopia Sprawl is really just as good. That's if I Utopia Sprawl this, the Aura Gnarlid will still come out as a 4/4 and can be Galvanic Blasted. So that is not ideal. But I can't wait around forever. He's hitting us for 4 and we know he has Galvanic Blast and he has bad intentions with that. So here we have options. We can either assume he's holding up Electrickery and try and just play out the Gnarlid, or we can assume he is just holding up Galvanic Blast or something and just try and enchant the Bogle. So what do I want to play around? I think it is the most likely chance of me winning now is to play Ancestral Mask on the Bogle, and if he kills it now, in response we will have nothing, so then that's most likely that he will then tap the Great Furnace on his turn to play something, and then we will be able to play the Aura Gnarlid and Rancor and get the Aura Gnarlid's toughness up to 5. So that is the plan. Let's see if he has the Electrickery. It appears he does. Alright, so now we have no creatures on the board, so hopefully he just feels safe enough to tap that Great Furnace now. A Chromatic Sphere means he would have to tap all out for us to have the safety that we want. Alright, and we draw another Aura Gnarlid, which is great. I'm just going to play this Aura Gnarlid. I won't even play the Rancor. Because this way, let's see, if I play Rancor and if it gets Galvanic Blasted, we're out the Rancor and the Gnarlid. If I play Rancor and it doesn't, we can block. I think my best chance of winning is to try and save the Rancor in my hand. He has 1 Galvanic Blast. He can use it here. Maybe he's going to fling the Frogmite. But if he does kill this guy, we can still potentially play this Aura Gnarlid next turn, and then enchant him with Rancor. Alright, so we did not have... Right now, unfortunately, I think we have to take this, and if he has 2 Galvanic Blasts, he can just kill us. Or Galvanic Blast and Flame. White mana. What's he gonna do with white mana? White blue. That's fine. Alright, let's see what have you got. The Galvanic Blast, yeah, he doesn't, so now we get to our Armadillo Cloak. Oh, we're going to go up to 18, so we're back at 18. He has 7 power, so I'm pretty sure we're going to be 3-0. And that does him no good. And neither of those will do any good. Now he's all out of mana. He can't block. So we're just going to swing for 10. I don't know if he notices that he can't actually block, so... Yeah, it looks like he's trying to block. He didn't read the Aura Knowledge Invasion ability. Cannot be blocked by creatures that have power less than it. And that is a good game. Alright, so we're 3-0. That means we have made the prizes, and we have the bonus round coming up next. So maybe we can win an extra 5 packs. I'll see you for round 4.